And we're back. Round two of the night. Here, let's go ahead and get this land again. So round two, we actually did get an even 4v4. So we actually made um, better teams. Without further ado, this was our classic Michi map. Um, we had me as the token Spanish. Let me go like this. Because I spent so long doing all these weird civs that I was like, I deserve to be the Spanish for a while, unless somebody really wants to be the Spanish. In the red, we have Jono, which was an excellent teammate. Love having Jono on my team. Hate going against Jono, I will say that. We had Joel as the Burgundians, and then we had the ultimate teammate Taylor as the Hindustanis. Going against, in the orange, Chase McCormies as also the Hindustanis. We have Tanner as the Slavs. We have Barzy as the token Spanish. And we have Jake McKean as the Khmer. Always dangerous when Jake goes to Khmer if it ever does get to the late game. So when he rolls with him, he rolls. Anyways, so let's look, fast forward a little bit. We get some walls going up early. This is a very interesting wall situation because I didn't quite know what to do with it. Jono is just so close to the front. Oh, I didn't even say he was going. Jono's going to the Persians. Very interesting. I was a little worried about it because I was like, hey, dude, Franks, you're so scary with the Franks. He turns out to be just as scary with the Persians. They don't have very good walls, so I ended up walling for him. Eventually we do wall this all the way to the edge. Let's look over here. This is starting to become my bane because you can't really just easily cut around it, and gives people time to react. Larry gets me in this like that in the next game. So the walls are looking pretty good on both sides so far. Look over here. Actually, hold the phone. I'm getting a phone call. So sorry. And we're back. Sorry about that. Had talk to the wife for a second. Alright, so we have a little bit of time. Let's look at these walls. Taylor's finishing up these walls. Looks good. I'm finishing up these. Hopefully. Maybe. Oh no! Young Miguel. These walls are atrocious. We have a minute left and these are not even close to being done. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Anyways, so look at these walls. Jake's walls are looking good. Good. Okay, they're gonna finish that up. Okay, yeah. This... Are there even walls? Oh, okay. Well, maybe? Here? Ow. Alright, so that does not look like it's gonna be close to being done by treaty drop. This also does not look like it's gonna be treaty drop. Oh, look, it is. There's treaty drop. Okay. So yeah, everyone's kind of running behind. I think I do remember that. Me and Taylor were like, nope, we're not hitting at treaty drop. Would have been interesting if someone did though. So Jono's getting ready there. I'm getting ready here. Alright, yep, Joel. Everyone's kind of cooking with peanut oil right now. You know, finishing up their walls. Getting ready. Let's see, we got Chase here. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Tanner's usually pretty ready by treaty drop, as evident. So is Barzy. There's Jake. Okay. Right, okay. Jono comes over here. Wow, I can't believe this was actually after treaty drop. I thought this was before treaty drop. So he cuts all the way to the edge. I go ahead and wall off that section for him. Let's go to military view. Wow, yeah, we were all super late. No one's even remote to being done. I think Tanner's actually the one that cuts in first. Yeah, he does. Let's see. Okay, so I start walling off that. Tanner's gonna cut right here. And that's... I just started building. And I'm gonna start sending guys over here to the front. But then I'm gonna pivot, because there's gonna be another cut, I think, somewhere up here. Alright, there goes Joel. try and fill the hole. You got Tanner and Barzy here responding. Chase is still trying to build up. Jake is trying to build up a little bit still. There goes Jono. Okay, so Jono's building as he goes, which is very smart. Joel needs to upgrade his units still a little bit, but that shouldn't be too bad. So Taylor and Joel are responding. I'm coming to respond a little bit, but I'm gonna end up pivoting back. Okay, here comes Jake. Jake is starting to build all of his onagers. It's interesting though, is that Jake's the only person I know that will build onagers, just regular onagers, not siege onagers, with the Khmer. Instead of, your typical scorpions and ballista elephant, which probably would have been really devastating to me because I was only gonna throw hand cannoneers and Haubs. So I don't know, we'll see. So he starts cutting there. This is just looking like a little stalemate so far. You got I'm in there, so it's kind of a 3v2 for now. I won't be there for long. I'm gonna end up pivoting really quick over here. Check on Jono. He has stopped. I think he's trying to build up a little force first. Let's go over here. Doesn't look like anything's happening over here. Da 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 da. Get back to them. Alright, so I'm bringing bombard cannons, trying to target Tanner's siege, or else they're gonna wreck. Alright, so Jake has officially broken through. Alright, Jono's getting ready there. Jake's coming through. We see that. I start. Well, hopefully I see that and start pivoting close back up there. So Jake breaks a hole and then leaves. I don't know why. Did he see this already? Oh, he must have gotten a glimpse of this or something, or else I don't think he would have just stopped. I mean, that kind of helps me because that gives me a little bit of time to kind of establish this area. I guess some villagers are there to build some towers. Move my bombard cannons close. I see this just empty, so I'm just like, oh hey, let's go. Yeah, so Jono took pressure away at like the perfect time. So he's just getting ready. He's got some crossbowmen. No elephants as far as I can see so far. Look back at the middle. Okay, so they have widened this up. Tanner and Barzy are starting to push forward. They're having some trouble. Taylor comes up here because he sees that I got through because there's no one there. Jake had to go up north. So I bring my bombard cannons forward, take out a castle. Taylor kind of sees the opening, so he starts going there, but I think they probably realized real quick that they needed to focus more on here. Barzy has a crap ton of bombard cannons, which is always dangerous. Let's see. So I think what happened, either Jake cut first preemptively, or I think they both kind of did. Now it's finally connected. So there we go, the Jono versus Jake matchup. I'm here, so Barzy, well, I guess this kind of works out. So Barzy had to pivot to me, or else I would have just basically ran unchecked. Very bad. I have a whole bunch of bombard cannons here against paladins and an archer, so I'm trying to send some troops up to this middle. I will say I had a bunch of eco like this entire game, because I was just like spitting trash. Here we go. We're getting some villagers, build some towers, trying to basically just lock it in right there. Jono's taking out Jake, doing some Traz, probably gonna knock a hole in this wall, or he's gonna cut. I don't quite know. Like I said, I didn't pay too much attention up there. Let's look at the middle. Joel and Taylor are starting to roll a little bit. As soon as they get some siege. Oh, this is why they asked me, hey, bring your bombard cannons forward. Target that tower. Eventually do that. I'm just trying to hold over here, trying to dig in and hold this hole from Barzy. Eventually these troops are going to go somewhere. Barzi's going to come down the gut. Let's turn back up here. Yeah, all of Jake's military's down here, so they've got to travel. They're pretty slow moving with being elephants and siege. Looks like Jono's gonna get through one layer of wall, only to be met with another layer of wall. And one more shot. Boom, there it is. Okay, so Jono's through that little layer. and find out there's another one and a castle with guardians. So he's probably like, no. Going back over here. Slowly. This is gonna be kind of back and forth for a while, from what I remember. I have to super hard target all these bombard cannons because they delete my towers. Joel's helping out here though, because he's got a bunch of towers of his own. Yeah, Taylor and Joel are rolling right now. They're doing very well, taking a lot of heat away because every time. So when Barzy's here, we have our fight here, but then every so often, all this pressure will move down south towards Taylor and Joel, and then I can kind of move forward, kind of build and whatnot. And then Jono was just constantly taking pressure, so he took out that castle. Instead of fighting through all of this, he's deciding he's just gonna cut around, which Jake's just gonna wall some more. Would have been really interesting if he actually just had a villager just build a single wall here to see if that would have actually like held some of these reinforcements out. But I'm not gonna question Jono. He wrecked, did very well. Okay, so yeah, me fighting Barzy here. Looks like Barzy's sending all of his troops my way. And down here, oh, and here's Chase. I didn't realize that. So you have Chase and you have Tanner against Joel and Taylor, and they're kind of, oh, that's a lot of military. So they've got a lot of ground to go through. Meanwhile, Jake is sending all of his troops north to handle Jono, and Barzy is sending all of his troops to try and handle me. I'm trying to slowly just kind of pull my inner Larry and Jake and just build bombard towers forward as I go. Barzy's pretty good at singling those out. Let's look at Jono. Okay, so Jono has got a little elephant here just parked. Don't let anybody through. Jake is just trying to wall. Jono's just slowly trying to make his way through. He's got one trebuchet. Probably needs to get this onager to start targeting these villagers. Okay, let's go back over here. I'm still kind of stalemated here. I try my best to try and micro these onagers as best as I can. Jake, it looks like Jake's decided to park some of his scorpions here to try and deal with me a little bit, which again just kind of leaves Jono just kind of more space to work with, I guess. But Joel comes over here, so now I got Joel to kind of help me. He kind of helps the scorpions back up a little bit, gives me a little bit of room to breathe and build. Tanner and Chase are over Joel and Taylor, sorry, for too many T's. Looks like they're kind of starting to stalemate a little bit. Barzy's getting ready for another push. Jake is parking a lot of his siege right here, along with Barzy, which is very devastating. These scorpions against, are these double scorpion shots yet? I think Jake needs to research that text still. But yeah, slowly starting to just build forward, which usually does pretty well until bombard cannons come. But alright, let's look back at Joel. Yeah, not Joel, Jono. Jono's doing exactly that. He's just parking these elephants here because they're big, they take up space. Joel's over here trying to help Jono just get through this wall, because as soon as he does, apparently it's crazy. Alright, here we go. So all this siege is just kind of moving past me. He's got a waypoint set going up north. Jono's got a little paladin there. I'm trying to slowly inch forward. Let's look down here. Tanner and Chase are pushing. They're pushing hard. They're starting to work their way over here against Taylor. Oh, and then Barzy sees this, and he's like, okay, we're gonna 3v1 real quick. I'm gonna send my onagers down. We're gonna push. Which that kind of gives me a little bit of room to start. Let's see. Yeah, Barzy's sending all of his troops down south, and all these troops. Oh, maybe not. Nah, I guess they turned around. But I start building up a little bit over here. Did Jono get through yet? Oh my gosh, Jake. He's trying to survive. Just keep walling, keep Jono out. Jono's so good at getting through eventually, though. Let's see. Yep, I'm starting to build some bombard cannons. Finally starting to get these towers built forward. Yikes. This castle kind of becomes a problem. We end up trying to target this one later. Yeah. So, props to Taylor and Joel for fighting this 3v2 for a while. You got all 3 colors there. Here I come. Yeah, Jake's just got his waypoint set forward, so all these guys are just passing me. I'm starting to build. Barzy eventually is going to bring his bombard cannons up here and start taking out my towers. There I go. I think I take this castle, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And then I just start working on just whatever buildings are around me. Take out Tanner's castle, hopefully, I think, at some point. Looks like Barzy has come to try and respond to Jono. Still has crossbowmen, not arbalists. Do Persians not have arbalists? That's interesting. Alright, he's got some siege rams. Actually, it looks like he's through, technically. Maybe not, because again, another wall. That's interesting. Oh no, right here. There's an opening right here. So technically, he is through if he goes around. Going back here to the middle. Taze still looks a little bit stalemated, more or less. Here we go. Okay, so now they finally noticed me gathering a force over here. So Barzy and Chase pivot. They want to start. So they got kind of rid of my force, but I did take out castles. I took out siege workshop there. Here comes Barzy trying to take away all my 4 building towers. Dang it, Barzy. We're so hard on those. But I did take a lot of pressure away. Well, not enough. I do think it let Joel and Taylor kind of recuperate a little bit. To kind of build and try and hold a little bit more. Looks like Tanner is going north. Chase is also... No, they're going south. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna stay right there. So here we go. A lot of my forces kind of got caught following Barzy. Barzy goes north because Jono is now, well, more or less through. Jake just has an absolute labyrinth of walls and houses. Oh, Jono is through. At some point, he did get through. So he's got some troops in. He's taking out some trade, taking out some villagers. Jake is just not looking in great shape. Chase has now I'm starting to see all the colors. Now that I have Chase over here with his bombard cannons. But again, Jake is just going right by me. They're trying to respond. Taylor is up here with Hussars. Is Taylor out of gold? Taylor. Oh, he doesn't have a ton of gold. So maybe that's why he's just trying to conserve some of it by building some alternate units. But he's got a lot. Oh, he doesn't even have a lot of food too. I have a ton of food. Alright, so they're battling out. You got a couple colors here. Taylor, do you have stuff over here? I don't see the buildings over here. So Taylor is sending units from across the map over to Jono's side and then up through his hole. Alright, okay, so they're doing some dirty work there. I'm just moving forward. All the pressure is either going over there or it's down here in the south. Looks like they're definitely forming up here. Don't mind me. I'm just going to build these bombard cannons and I'm going to cut some holes in the wall. So I cut some holes in the wall. Doesn't seem like it's doing much. However, I do something very obnoxious over here later, but I'll see that when it comes. Yeah, so I'm starting to... All my towers are gone, but it doesn't matter. I don't have a ton of pressure right here, so I'm just trying to gather troops. I think I finally get this castle. I get this castle. I think I wanted to get this one before I died. I think I died first. That's okay. I think Taylor gets it down here. Things are not looking pretty down here. That's okay because we got a bunch of pressure up here. Jake is being taken out a little bit at a time. Everything's just kind of getting... Oh, my troops actually got cut up here too. Things are getting kind of caught up here. Let's look down here. I'm just trying to send a bunch of stuff. I probably could have helped out my team with some resources. I don't know how much I had, to be honest. Yeah, they're trying their darndest. Chase is doing really well at just like holding down here with Tanner, while also trying to talk to me. Jake realizes that I'm starting to build more here, so he redirects some onagers to kind of kill some towers. Let's see, Barzy's up here. He's trying to handle Taylor, but Taylor's over here with Jono, and it's not, like I said, it's not pretty. They basically killed everything within the walls. They've now popped a hole in another wall, only to be met by another layer of gates. Jake was not giving up. He's like, "You got it, guys. Go. I will keep walling them off." Yeah. Alright, so Chase is over here trying to deal with me. Taylor and Joel are now starting to regroup. They're starting to push forward with all the attention coming my way and Jono's way. So they're finally going to get this tower, or that castle. I got some villagers moving forward, trying to rebuild my towers. Most of Barzy's troops are going top, along with Jake. Got the attention of a couple of bombard cannons here. That castle finally falls. Let's see. Okay, now officially we have busted through. Jono put the hole in the wall. Taylor plunged through it with a bunch of hussars. They are now in the trade. And Jake is basically gone. He's got a lot of villagers here. Oh, he's got town center, so he was preemptive. He's like, okay, I'll wall off. I'll rebuild. It's probably a good strategy. Back here in the middle. Alright, I'm starting to build forward. A lot of troops being taken away up to the north. Following Barzy's troops. I guess some bombard cannons here. I'm gonna put another hole in this wall so I can send some troops with them through the holes that they're making. Let's look down here. Tanner is starting to advance again onto Taylor, even though Taylor's fighting in 2 battles because he's helping Joel down here, as well as paying attention to up here and trying to kill all of Jake's villagers and the trade. So, oh, okay. So this little hole that I made in Jake's wall, I decided to build a gate for it. Just being funny. I thought it would work or something, even though there's another gate right here. Alright, so Taylor's still back there. I have a lot of troops just kind of chilling here. I think I totally forgot about those. Back down here. Alright, Taylor and Joel also has crossbowman and not arbalist. That's interesting. He just had a food. Why doesn't he build hand cannoneers? Oh well, I'm not gonna question it. It's working. They're holding. Alright, so they're starting to inch forward a little bit. Alright, I got my gate in. I'm starting to just build. You know, there's a bunch of troops just flooding across here, so I figured just build a bunch of towers. Basically, mostly kill them on their way there. Barzy, I see Barzy. He's trying to flood troops through this gate. So, eventually, let's see if I actually do it sometime here soon. At this point, the game's almost over. Joel is all over Jake. I mean, they're all in the trade. They have... Oh, actually, maybe they're not completely in the trade. Did they somewhat get out? Yeah, they keep walling. They're not giving up. They think they can still do this. So they just keep walling, keep walling, keep walling. Barzy's just flooding troops, him and Jake, to try and go help. I'm just trying to park. I set my waypoint here. I'm just trying to park all my troops here to hopefully stop the flow a little bit. Here comes Joel to kind of help me. Joel has moved forward. They're taking out buildings, along with Taylor. I see so much Taylor over here. He's got a couple of troops. Again, I'm just still building towers forward, setting my waypoints right here. Let's see. Oh yeah, Joel and Taylor are starting to roll down here against Chase and Tanner. Over here, Jono is got a bunch of troops here. He's got a trebuchet here. There's just a lot going on. They've gotten through again. They got a lot of paladins through. They're still trying. Jake is basically dead at this point. Look down here. Yeah, Taylor's going. He's rolling. We got some siege. He's got a trebuchet. Is a bombard cannon down there. So they move forward. Yep, I just see this as a crossroads, so I just dig in right here. Finally start building some paladins to kind of help out. Slowly but surely. Oh yeah, see, this is where they're all getting in. Town center doesn't really block anything. Their trade is still going though. We haven't quite eliminated that trade. Barge is doing a good job of just spilling troops over there. Jono's trying to move forward. So I decided it would be a very interesting idea to go ahead and just wall off their gate so they can't go through, so they're just kind of stuck to basically just fight me. There's this wall here, so if they want, they could try and go through here, but yeah, they're just, all of Barge's troops are just kind of basically just stagnated there. Here comes my troops, plug up this hole. So basically they have no other choice. Oh, well, that was dumb. Here I thought it was being funny. There's a big old hole in the wall right here. It does nothing. All it does is just redirect troops to go this way instead. Oh well. I was proud of it. It doesn't matter. Jono's got troops in the trade. Down here, Taylor and Joel are advancing slowly but surely. Chase is sending a bunch of pikemen over to try and do something against all those camels, but that's a lot of crossbowmen, a lot of hand cannoneers to send pikemen against. There comes Taylor. I'm just parked right here. Magic is gone. Trade is gone. Right after this market dies. It's gonna be any second. Boom, there that goes. This is their last remaining market. Slowing down the trade a lot. Trade doesn't know where we're quite to go. There's being redirected. Taylor decides he's gonna start building in Jake's base so he can respond a lot quicker. Yeah, I finally start building up some troops, so I start just attacking buildings. Yeah, Joel's a force over here along with Taylor. Chase is trying. He's trying his darndest. He's like, I'm not giving up. Let's go. He's not good. Oops. Bunch of idle troops here. Just waiting for that final call. I guess their trade is still going technically, but it's pretty devastated. Here. I think at this point it's just a matter of time. Oh, they're going. Holy cow. Chase and Tanner are trying to turn it down here. They did a decent job at it too. I mean, they were all up here. But then I finally come over. And fighting the 3v1 is just, it ends up being too much for them. There goes Jake. Jake finally gave up the ghost once Taylor started getting really, really deep in him. So there it goes. Good game. We're still waiting on Chase to surrender. Chase has been watching too much Galaxy Quest. Never give up. Never surrender. That's one. There we go. Gave up the ghost. Alright, let's look at these statistics. Tanner Pursley. What a freaking animal. Funny enough, Joel was right behind him. We specifically wanted to match up Joel against Tanner because it says so much that Joel is his bane. So, like, might well let's feed into this. So, yeah, that worked out good for us. Units killed. Tanner had the most units killed. Again, actually, Tanner and Joel they were really close stat-wise. Jono actually lost the least amount of troops, which is surprising, but he also raised the most. Joel had the largest army. Taylor was the most well-fed. Well is fed. I don't know. I don't do English. Engineer. Jake, the largest wood. Barzy was the most stoned, as usual. Tanner, the Sultan, most gold and trade profit. Is that Jake sent the most resources? This is Tanner received the most? I thought that would be the opposite way with how early they got into Jake. Wow, that's impressive, Jake. 81k resources that you sent as you were just being demolished. That's impressive. Nice. I had the fastest feudal and castle. Barzy won it to Imperial. Three-way tie. Chase, Jake, and Barzy, who happened to all be on the same team, had the most castles. So collectively, they had 18. Barzy had the most relics. Taylor had the most relic gold, so he just got them super early. Villager High goes to Jake. There she blows, guys. Good game. 2 down, 1 more to go. We'll see if I actually get that one done tonight.